Hi guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Pillars in the Shop. As you can see from the start of the video, uh, building a shelf, which is nothing, it's not that hard to do. There's nothing special about it. I bought it online through, of course, the Amazon where we buy everything else. Uh, actually, the one I just showed you, I bought two, one for myself, one for my son-in-law. I'd already built his, and now I'm on a video myself doing mine. I did start to video his, and I end up erasing those videos. Not to hide anything from you guys, because I don't believe in that. I believe that you ought to see exactly what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, why I'm doing it. But I made two mistakes. What I try to do is, and it's hard for a person who's one person by himself, and I see a lot of YouTubers who don't do this, is I try to use two cameras, just so I get different angles. Well, that was the first problem. One of the cameras I thought I turned on, but I had not. The second was the camera I did turn on, I didn't have it lined up properly. So I got half of me and half of the shelf I was trying to put together. So it was a waste. So I didn't have anything to start with. So I decided to go ahead, put that one together, and next day, which of course is today, I would build mine and show you guys how I'm going to do it. It's really simple. Directions are really simple. The nice little shells, they give you everything you need to put them together. So let's get cracking on this one, and we'll get her done. It shouldn't take us that long. First thing we get to do is open it up. I need shells. I have metal shells, and I'll actually film those and put them in this video, because I didn't film myself building them, because I built those a long time before I bought these. A long time actually before I started doing YouTube videos. I bought them around COVID, just a little bit, right around that time. I couldn't tell you, it was just before, just when it was just starting up real well. But I bought them at one of the big box discount stores, and they were reasonable. I bought two of them, and I think for two of them, I paid a lot less than $300. There's 72. Actually, I'll show you in a minute. They're 72 inches wide, 72 inches tall. A little thunder there. We might get a little storm. 72 inches tall and 15, 16 inches deep. They were about $125, $130 a piece, and you had tax. They were still a little less than $300. Now, those very same shells are anywhere between $275 and $300 a piece. And it's like everything today. Everything's so high you can't hardly afford any of it. So I bought these, and those are nice shells, because like I said, I told you the size of them, 10,000 pound gross. How much weight they could hold. These are just as tall, but half as wide, just as deep. Of course, they don't have the capacity of them. I think the capacity on these total 2,000 pounds maybe, because it's got metal shelves. I don't know how much those metal shelves can stand. They're reinforced, and I'll show one to you later before I install them. But it seemed like it said between 2,000 and 3,000 pounds. But I bought these on sale through Amazon at $65 a piece, which I thought was a really good price. I'm always needing more shells. I've built wooden shells, as y'all saw in a previous video, to put in my Connex outside. Because if we don't have shelves, it just stacks up all over the floor, and it becomes a nightmare. I mean, you have a lot of wasted space simply because it's all on the floor, stacked on top of itself. Because the metal shelves I just told you about got so expensive, I found I could build them out of wood by OSB, split it down the middle, have 2 foot wide shelves. I think it's 1, 2, 3 tiers, 3 levels, 8 foot long, 8 foot tall. And they hold a lot of stuff. And I built 2 of those for much less than $100. But these metal ones, I like them. I'm gonna put this in my Connex. I really don't have any room left inside my shop for any more shelves. I've got 3 in here. But I can use it though in the Connex. That's probably going to be about all the shelves I can put in there. It's going to be filled up then. But anyway, I'm babbling. So let me take this top lid off this thing. Let's see what's inside. Well, I said I was going to take the lid off of it. I got some more tape to cut. Wouldn't you know it? All right. Let's try to do this right this time. That side. Uh-oh. Be quiet in there. Well, this side. Hush. All right. Let's try it now. There. One thing I did learn from the last one I built, there's a lot of foam in here, which is good. They're kind of protected. When I first opened the last one up, I had these here blowing all over the place. A little windy yesterday. A little windy today too, no storms. I had some rain on the way out here to my shop. See, my shop's about 10 miles out of town from where I live. I had a regular old flood coming out here. These are all the shelves. I'm gonna take these and lean them up against no piece of styrofoam. Plenty of styrofoam in there. All right. You lean these up against something. I'll be right back. These are the uprights. They're going to be in the four corners. And that's what the not the shelves, but the braces that hold the shelves up will lock into these. And these are what the shelves will sit on. When you put them in there, the shelves will sit right there on that. That's a pretty good company. I told you I bought them on sale for $65. Not only does it come with, of course, with all the stuff you need to put them together, but it comes with extras. And the only screws you have to deal with, you don't even have to deal with them unless you want to. It came with screws. It came with a way to anchor them to a wall, so it won't fall away from you. So it's all it came with. Those two and two screws. I'm not going to use those. But it also came with gloves. And I ain't tried it on, but they're pretty neat. And in the directions, it says, you may need to tap the parts together as you're assembling it with a rubber mallet. Not included. I beg to differ. Look what was in there. A mallet. So they come with a mallet. Not a bad deal for $65 to come with all the stuff for you. So I'm gonna get this stuff sitting on a different table so I can use this table to work off of. Who cares? Even a washer in here for some reason. I don't know why. Didn't see one in the last box. Anyway, get these parts off this table so I can use this table to start assembling it, and we'll go from there. We'll get her put together. Sound like a plan. Okay, guys. It's been a little bit since I quit. Weather got pretty, I didn't say it got rough, but it started raining so hard and thundering so much. You may hear some thunder again while I'm making this segment of the video. But it was raining so hard that I had to close the doors. You couldn't hear anything. The sound was going to be terrible. So I decided to wait it out. But I think it's blown over. So we're going to pick up where we left off. Now, first thing I'm going to do is send you these little plastic, I won't call them feet, kind of what they look like. They're going to go in the bottom, and it's any more than you need for some reason. Then you look in the parts list, it tells you that. You need 8. It tells you to send you 8 plus 8 extra. Why? I don't know. The only thing I can figure is if you wanted to take those shelves, instead of making them, the shelves that come in, make 2 halves. Lower half The upper half sits on top of each other. That may be why they do it if you want to make two short shelves. But what these are for, you can see there's little plastic pieces to insert. I just dropped one. Insert into the bottoms of these legs, corner legs. Let me make some noise here. That's to protect your floor or whatever, carpet. I don't really have to worry about protecting nothing, but I'm going to put them in anyway since I got them. So it's just a matter of taking it. You can see the end of it right there. Take it, stick it in the end like that. And take our handy dandy mallet that you guys apply yourself, which comes in the box, and put it in just like that. Now the problem I just did here is I put it on the wrong end. This is right. These right here are going to be the narrow part of it has to be pointed down. So that'd be the bottom. That's exactly where it needs to be. I actually got lucky on that because I wasn't paying any attention. Let me get these other three on there. I'll take for a second. Pop right in so you really don't have to have that handy dandy plastic / rubber mallet. I dropped one so I'm too lazy to crawl under the table. Get it, so I'm just grabbing those out of the bag. Give us so many. All right, there we go. Got these four done. So now I need to put two of the short pieces on. They're actually the two short end pieces on the sides of it, not the long ways, but the side. You'll see that here in just a second. All right, so I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna put them on the bottom. And what you have to remember, I don't know if you can see it, but then there's got little holes in it. That's to tell you, I assume that's what to tell you, that that's what your shelf's going to sit on. So you want to make sure you have that in the proper place. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it on the first two here at the bottom. Just like that. Push it down in there. I'm going to take the next one and do the same thing. I think it'd be easier if I lay it down flat. Take my handy dandy little mallet. Make sure it's in there all the way. And I'm going to do another one about halfway up. That's the first one. I'm going to do another one about halfway up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count. I'm trying to remember 18. I think there's 37 of those little slots. So I'm going to go up 18 and then put the next one on there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, this is the first one to the bottom. Now I gotta do one more, and then I'll do the long pieces across. When I get this other one built like this, I'll be right back. All right, hope you can see this, because I'm gonna try and do it, talk at the same time, which is probably not my forte. It's like trying to walk and chew gum. Not that good at that either. All right, I'm gonna get this one up here. And once I get this one built, the hard part isn't building, it's getting it to stay together. Once I get it built, squared up, the other half isn't bad because I'm just going to build it right directly on top of this. This way you got to be careful of right here because it wants to pop loose. By George, we did it. So I always check here in these corners to make sure it's even so I know I'll put it in the right place. All right. Get this one on. Try it again. Let's get this one on. All right, got that. All right. So, I don't even see this from as close as I am. But we got this one finished. It's got the bottom half. Now we got to do the top half. The top half is actually going to be easier because I plan on building it right on top of this one. This will help hold it all together. So let me get set up for that, and we'll be right back. All right. These here is kind of like these connectors. They're going to go right here in these corners on each one. Tie these together. Let me get my handy dandy mallet. There's my handy dandy mallet. Instead of using my hand and tap these in. My handy dandy not included mallet that was included in the box anyway. So. All right, now I have to put those little plastic pieces like we did at the feet. But one goes in the head end on top of each one also. I'll get that done real quick. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm going to do this one a little different than I did the first one. First one I tried to build it like I did that one, and I had heck with it. So I'm going to try to build this one up. Because I think once I put these on there, that's going to kind of keep it all together. So as you can see, those just slide right down on top of the bottom half. Two, three, four. Excuse me if I'm breathing a little hard in this microphone. That rain, it's not hot. I mean, well, it is. It's probably mid-80s, but humidity is about 99%. You know how it is after you had a good rain in the summertime. It cools it off initially, then humidity rears its ugly head. So I'm gonna put these on. When I say I'm gonna put them on, I'm not cooperating. There we go. This thing won't cooperate. Well, watch, because I have a bigger hammer. It sure ain't wanting to go down. Let me get a bigger hammer. That got her. All right. Put this one right here. I say right here. There we went. This one right here. And I use small hammer for that. Lock them into place. I'm gonna keep building it up all the way up till I get to the top. I'm gonna do that in here at 18. I'll count off 18 I did earlier. Now I'll do the top. Won't take long at all. Stand by. Now these little flat bars right here, they're gonna go on the edges of crossways like this. And so you put stuff on the shelf, it won't slide off the end. You're supposed to do that last. Since I got this here, I'm gonna go ahead and put these two, probably this lower shelf and the next shelf. Go ahead and put them in while I got them in the convenient area. Sounded like a good plan to me anyway. All right, move this down here and continue on. All right, guys, all the braces are in place. Let's put the shelves in, finish this job up. They're still not as stout as the first ones I made. Never will be, but they'll work. Oh, come on. Come on. Actually, that's why I directed say put those on last. I didn't. All right, it's complete. Just like the first one I did. It went a little easier. Yesterday it took me all day yesterday to do the first one. This one wasn't too bad. Had a little rain delay, but other than that, I have no problem with it. We got her done. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this YouTube video. Pretty simple. Took something really simple, showed y'all how I did it. Showed you mistakes I made. So if you get you one, now you know what not to do. All right, till next time.